Hello, everybody. It's classroom time. It's time for education. Hello, 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 hello. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all had an incredible Memorial Day weekend, no matter what you did. I know some countries, hey, Sarah. Some countries are open, some states are open, some are not, some beaches are open, some are not, so it's all a little bit wonky still. But I'm in California. We're having a little bit of a heat wave today, so it's going to be almost 90, which is really beautiful here. Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm really excited about our guest artist this week, which is my dear friend Renee Marie. Her handle is styles_by_Renee Marie. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But her and I met on Instagram, and we actually taught a class together in Nashville. So I got to spend a few days with her in Nashville, which was so much fun. And I would love for her, I wanted her to come back on here and teach a look that she's known for romantic updos. Beautiful updos with fresh flowers. Well, she had this look that she posted that I reposted, and it basically went viral. So I thought it would be really cool if we had her on today, and she can show us some of her tips and tricks about how to keep her updo so clean, less frizz. But we're going to be doing a look today that I absolutely loved, and Instagram, you guys all loved it. And really looking forward to getting that done today. So we're going to say hi, everybody. Hi. Wave and let me know where you're from. It's always fun to see where everybody's from. Hi. Okay, we're going to get Renee Marie on here and get started. I have my mannequin ready. So if you are following along, go ahead and get your mannequin, get all your stuff set up. And we are going to get started. Yeah, everything that Renee touches does go viral. She is amazing. Hey, girl. I'm going to get you on here. I love connecting with her. Her and I talk on the phone all the time, and it's usually for like an hour or so. So we're going to wait till she jumps on. Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, I miss your
Hi.
face.
I know, I miss you too. I was just saying that when I was reliving our time in Nashville, when we got to hang out. I know. It was so hot there, though. I remember it being so incredibly hot.
It was hot, but there's some good food. I remember that.
Oh my gosh. We had so much fun. But how are you feeling?
I feel great. So I purposely wore this dress because someone said
Renee is pregnant.
So show your baby bump today. So
she got a belly on her. Look at that belly. Oh, you look awesome.
There she is.
You look so great. She is having another girl that she announced, which was so exciting. I love the way you announced it. Hi, Germany. Anna loves braids. I love everybody that comes on here. It's so much fun. Well, I'm super excited. I know I've worked with you, so I've seen you in action. And I've learned so much from you. Some of your tips have just been like, oh, that is how you do it. Because I know your updos are just always so clean. There's not a lot of frizz. And I believe, like, even with me, that's what I struggle with is when I'm pulling apart the braid or I'm doing the updo, like how to control that. So I know that those are key things that you teach in your class. So I'm just excited to have you on and see your face. I want to give you a little hug here.
I know. I wish real life hug. Oh, well, I send you a virtual one right now. And to all you guys tuning in, you too, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I called my classes Perfect and Polish Your Updos for a reason. I love the romantic look. I love the boho feel, but I like it to be really clean as well. And I guess that kind of developed when I started doing bridal hair in Florida because I had to make sure I controlled the hair and the humidity. So I had to make sure whatever product cocktails I did, whatever prepping I did for the hair, it would last a beach wedding or the humidity. So I feel like that's where I kind of got it from.
Okay, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. Yeah.
But
Well,
this can apply to any climate. I mean, it's just, I guess it's just the things that I've developed over the years kind of based off that. So that's why I've gotten these clean and polished looks.
and what products do you normally work with? I know you use a lot of Kenra.
Yes, I do. So I always use Kenra. I'll kind of bring some of the Kenra products out that I would prep her with. So I just minimally prep the front here. I wanted to leave the back just so you can kind of see how I get in there with my hot tool. But this is one I always use from Kenra, the Hot Spray 20.
Okay.
And it's a heat protectant, but I like to use it because it does have a little hold to it as well. So not only does it, you know, protect it from the heat, but it gives that little holding factor. And that's what you want when you're going to go through and start manipulating the hair and these curls. You want those curls to hold a little bit, but you want that pliable hold, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like with Kenra, all of their products are pretty buildable. I use a lot of products, different products. But
I know, that's what I noticed when we were in class together. You used a lot of products, which is something that, I mean, like I said, I've been doing hair for 20 years and I've worked with a lot of brides and bridal parties. That's like the biggest takeaway from all these lives that I've been doing is a lot of people that have these gorgeous updos that do weddings all the time. They're using a lot of products and they're using creams and they're using waxes to really kind of control that frizz and also have the hair last all day. So it's been such a, like, I know that when you're working with the style to keep on applying product and really be purposeful with what you're doing and what you're using the products for.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. It's what I call product cocktails and product layering. It's layering the products. It's not adding too much of one thing. It's using it as you go, which is exactly what we're going to do in the style. So the type of style we're teaching today is going to be with, if you guys missed it, but I know you posted it with my IGTV thing, is it has a double-stranded twist on the side. Okay. And then it also has just a nice bun in the back that I put together with elastics. But there's a way that you're going to see how I manipulate and add my products in as I go to keep it clean and polished, but then also soft at the same time. Yeah.
So just for people that are joining right now, if you tap the top left corner of Renee's like box, that will collapse the comments.
That's so great.
You'll just have, it's kind of a really good tip. She's on the right side because her mannequin's going to be like where the comments are. But if you want to collapse your comments, just tap the, like right on Renee's face, actually.
Right here.
Right there. Just tap right there and your comments will drop down and not all of them will show. So hopefully that'll help because someone was asking.
Great. Awesome. And if you guys need me to move closer or away at some point, you don't want to see this. You want to see this.
I would say to move your mannequin up. Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
And then turn down the light a tiny bit.
Yeah. It's
the light is like.
It's the, there we go. I just had to change the angle. It was, it's natural light coming through my window.
Oh,
but
perfect.
Yeah, it's all about the direction of the angle right there for sure.
Yeah.
So how is that, you guys? Is that a good angle for you?
I think that's perfect.
Cool. Me too.
If you guys like that angle, go ahead and give us some hearts or a thumbs up just so we know because this class is for you. Bit better, thanks. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay. Yay.
So let's get to prepping, shall we?
Okay.
So for this style, it's really more about using the twist to get the texture in the hair and using the elastics to get the base in the hair. So I don't really need her hair overly curled or overly prepped. I just simply want to bend the ends so that way when I'm pulling everything together, it just glides into place. If the ends are too straight and you just leave it like this, it's possible, but it's gonna be so much hard to pin that hair in. You want to have just it tucked a little bit. So what I like to use when I'm doing very just minimal, easy curls is my flat iron. So yeah, so I did that just for her front bangs here a little bit. So then we'll work our way back here. And I'm just doing it back and lifted away from her face.
Perfect.
And
I'm gonna grab my flat iron. So you get started.
Awesome. All right, everyone. So if you're wondering what this is, it is my Hot Tools Black and Gold. I love this iron because it's very circular for a flat iron, which makes those curls beautiful and circular. So like I said, I'm going to use my Kenra Hot Spray 20 to prep her with. Now what I'm going to do is, since her hair is shorter and there's not too much here, I'm just going to lightly mist it through her hair and run it through. I don't have to take section by section. And like I said, we're not going to do too many curls in here, so we don't really have to worry.
And you're using the Kenra 22.
Yeah, the Kenra Hot Spray 20. Yep.
Awesome.
Oh,
and I wanted to say hi to Ellie on here from the Updo Guru, the Updo Girl.
Oh, hey.
Hi. I know. So glad you're on here. Hi, sweetheart. Okay.
Cool. So I am just going to go in and just take kind of like vertical slices on an angle. Okay. Because I like I said, I don't want too many curls, but you also have to be careful with your sectioning. If you take too big of a section here, I'm going to get it curled down here, but then I'm going to get no lift at the top. So I'm going to kind of go in and take like these diagonal kind of sections. Okay. So starting from the top, because this is where we really want that nice lift when we're creating those twists. So I want this to be nice and elevated. So we'll just go in there with our flat iron, and I'm just going to give it a little bend back. Remember, I don't want anything overly curly. I'm just really raising that root up a little bit and then bending in the ends. So this is going to give you nice smoothness.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what I love about the flat iron, is you can really get that lift and smoothness. And that's what we want for this style. We want it to be nice and smooth. You're
using a wide tooth comb, a wooden one.
I did. Okay. This is one of my oldest combs. It's like, it's like 16 years old. I love it though. It's like just finger combing the hair. Yeah. You know, I really love this one. I don't even think they sell it anymore. It's a super salon.
It's always good to have like some wide tooth combs when you want to brush out your curls, and just kind of play with different tools to brush out your curls.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to say hi to Mariana Fernandez. Hello, darling. She jumped on here. She took one of my classes in Los Angeles. I just posted her. She's the stylist that I posted that just did that hair hack of the bun and then flipped over. It's like two post-straps.
That was so cool to watch.
It was really fun. No, it's
like,
totally
and
going
your
viral
casting
right
was
now.
perfect for it. It was
wait,
what? Like it was wait, what? For real.
I was like, wait, what? What did I just watch?
Yeah. So see, now I'm taking this other section right underneath this one. So
okay, right here.
Yep. So right underneath that other triangle section. And I'm not going to worry about getting too close to the root there. I really just wanted to focus more on the top. And we're just going to kind of go in, and remember, we're just creating a little bit of that bend at the bottom. She's wobbly today. Woo! I might take her off her shoulders. Sometimes she gets a little wobbly up there. This is this mannequin, by the way, is Hair Art Products, and their shoulders come separately, so you have to inquire about that separately.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah. Oh. But what I really love, about this more than my Lamage one, which it connects, is the shoulders look more realistic. Like look how rounded and beautiful. Okay. So that's why
you're right. You're right. That is a big difference.
Yep. So now I'm getting to the back here. Same thing. We're just gonna go in on a little angle there and get that lift at the root. You guys,
you had just washed her, correct?
Oh, she was dirty.
You had just washed her. Now, what did you prep her hair with before you blow dry?
So before I blow dry her, I'll show you. It was a Kenra product. I use it her roots. I just wanted to get a little bit of that grittiness at her roots, which you can totally add in later using the Puff Me that I'm going to use. Yeah. But I used my Kenra Voluminous Touch Root Mousse. And it's just like It's a very direct spray. I'll show you the top here. See the nozzle?
Yeah.
It's very direct. So it comes out and you get it right at the root area before blow drying. And then after I blow dry, I just put a little bit of this moisturizing oil from Kenra on her end.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
just, yeah, just a little.
Thank you, darling.
She needed a little
Ashley
hair.
Blazer hair just jumped on. Hey, Ashley. Hi, love.
So
how do you prevent the mannequin hair from tangling when washing? I usually work in like one direction. So I don't really like, I'll just wash it in one direction instead of like really washing it like if it were your own hair.
I like to soak her in a dish pan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just throw her in a dish pan. I let it soak, get all of that product out. And then, you know, I'll get in there and work her hair through. But today I was kind of rough with her. I just kind of threw her in the tub and I was like scrubbing her to death with purple shampoo.
I definitely have thrown many mannequins in the bathtub before.
Yep, had to be done.
All at once before class.
That's great. All right, so now that I'm getting to the other side, I'm gonna start bending the hair the opposite way because I want this hair to go back later, right?
Okay.
So, but after I'm done doing this middle part here. So let me just finish this middle part here. So Olivia has, I think she has 16 inches. She doesn't have too much hair. And I wanted to do it on her today instead of my longer mannequin.
Okay.
Because this style can be done on short or long hair. So I wanted to show you guys for shorter hair.
I like that. Sometimes we do stuff and it's always on these long mannequins with extensions, and that's not always the case.
Yeah, so true. So I wanted to keep it realistic for you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna go the other way. So remember, we're just gonna do this, just do a tiny little bend. And we'll go the other way. I'm gonna actually have to stand on this side. So sorry if it messes with the light a little bit.
Lee put, I have always started my curls from the bottom. You did, and you started from the top.
Well, this is with a flat iron. It's not with the curling iron, so that's different. If I did a curling iron, it would be from the bottom, right?
Okay.
So since it's a flat iron, I have to go in from the top first.
Okay.
So here we go. Get this bent in on the bottom here.
Now you've been doing a lot of lives too.
A lot of what?
You've been going live a lot too, right?
I have. I've been doing a lot of lives. I've been doing lives once a week. Sometimes I'll switch it up and I'll feature some people on there. But I've been trying to, get on more of these lives because I know you guys like it.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, people are home and it's a good way to connect. Like, I agree.
I love it. I love doing this for you guys. And
even when everyone goes back to work, we're going to continue to do them on Mondays.
Yeah, awesome.
So the response has been so great, so I want to keep it up for you guys.
So now she's nice and prepped.
Got it.
And everything's just angling back and away from her face.
Top of the head, not top of the hair. Best news ever. Ah, thank you, Kayla Ann. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff happening here at Beyond the Ponytail.
I love it. I love what you've been doing. And I love that you do it along because it kind of brings out more questions for people.
Yes.
And it makes it,
I want to learn, girl.
Girl, it makes it so interesting though. I mean, it's one thing to be looking at one person when they're teaching, but to kind of see like both, and I love it. And yes, hello, you're learning too. This is so great.
No, absolutely. I've learned so many cool techniques. My goodness. I mean, it's not, I mean, I do it not selfishly because I want you to teach me, but I think I'm a stylist and I do special occasion hair. So I want to learn, but I want to invite everybody to learn with me. So it's just been really fun. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I love it. And everyone else does because, hey, everybody here right now.
And then
So,
it's going to be saved in the IGTV, so it'll be on my feed.
yep.
Somebody asked. We can't save to Instagram stories anymore.
I know. I hate it. It's so weird.
It is. It's different. It's different.
It's
Okay.
So weird. All right. So now the first part of this style is going to be creating the crown section. So I'm going to show you some bobby pinning tips as I do this crown section. And for this style, we need two things to create that volume and texture and that cleanness. So we need something that's going to give it grip and something that's going to give it slip. And a product that has both of those things is Mike Henra Texture Taffy.
Yes, you use that a lot in class.
A lot. And it's awesome. Because it does have that grip where it's gonna hold the hair in place, but it also gives you that slip. So when you start manipulating the hair, you're gonna get those really clean lines and ridges. And it's my favorite stuff, and it smells so good. I'm gonna have to keep it away from the baby though, because it really smells like Laffy Taffy. Like she's gonna want to eat it.
So I'm gonna try. I have like quite a bit of product over here, but I'm gonna try the whipped pomade by Air Professional.
Sweet.
And see how that feels as far as in replace of your Laffy Taffy.
Awesome. My Laffy Taffy. All right. So what I like to do is I like to grab a good amount and put it on my hand so I can use it as I go. So what I'm going to do right now is just put a little bit on my fingertips. And then
so that is also too, it's important to, like, when you're working throughout the updo, put the product that you want to do to add grip and shine and less frizzy right here. And that's a big tip that I've learned from some of the other stylists that have been on here as well.
Yeah. Products are key, guys, and if you know how to use them, whew, you're good. So I want to kind of visualize where I'm going to be starting to twist on the side, okay? Before I even begin pinning this crown section. So I want to make sure I have a beautiful crown section, but I want to make sure I have a side here and a side here. Okay. So I have to kind of go on the side here to see, all right, well, I'm going to leave a little bit of hair out at the front, right? Then we're going to begin our twist here. This is going to come back here, right? So I probably need around this much hair. So once I determine that, I can kind of just do like a little zigzag part back. All right. And then I'll leave this hair out. This is going to be in my crown area here.
Got it.
And you really want to scoop it back because when this twist comes to meet it, you want to make sure that it links together. If you take this crown area too far over, you're going to have nothing left over here.
Got it. Okay.
So make sure you do like a really deep part into the back, like a really good U shape.
And then you do it on both sides.
Yep. And if you like, you can put a clip there or you can just leave it out. It's up to you. And then I'll do the same thing for this side. So, okay, see the front. This is freaking you out, guys, right? With her shoulders being so separate.
I never knew that it even came that way.
So weird. It is so freaky. But it does good for photos, so what else? All right, so let's say we're leaving this part out. Here we go. Here's my twist, okay? So I'm going to take this line back and zigzag it to the back here. And then once I'm back here, I can kind of adjust if I need to. And let's see, is that good? Yeah, I think that's good right there. So I have that textured taffy in her crown. I'm just kind of
textured taffy. Textured taffy. Textured taffy. Somebody was asking, so write that down. Textured taffy by Kenra.
Yep. So I have it in her crown area. I want to make sure I really smooth it through the hair before I begin here. I'll leave that out at the side. So see, I have plenty of hair over here to do a nice double-stranded twist.
Yeah,
and leave hair out at the front. And then, yeah. So when we take this section back here, I'm not going to grab it and pin it because then this section is going to be too thick for me to pin. I just want to gently take this hair back. I'm going to actually unclip this. And I'm going to have my bobby pins ready here. I'm gonna actually use my bobby pinning magnetic wristband. So I'm just gonna put my pink pewter magnetic wristband on here for my bobby pin, so I don't have to keep on bending over with this belly.
With your growing belly.
With my growing belly. All right, so there we go. So I just put a couple on there. Okay, so remember I told you I'm going to show you bobby pinning trick back here. Yeah. So let's get all this hair together. I still have a tiny bit of that taffy on my fingers. It's through the hair here. And then I'm going to take this section and I'm just going to gently pinch it together.
And is that the whole section or just part of it?
It's really just like the top layer. So like I'm pinning it down here by the occipital, but I'm not like really grabbing this hair. I'm grabbing more of like the outside
just
hair.
The top. Okay.
Yeah, just the top and the outside hair. And then I'm just gonna pinch it. So when I'm done, when I have it pinched, I'm gonna take a bobby pin. You guys need me closer or are you good?
I can see you if we'll see what they say. I think it's good.
I'm gonna bring it a little closer just
because, oh, that's perfect.
Is that good? Okay.
Yes.
So we have this hair pinched. Now this is going to be, we're gonna take a regular bobby pin. You're gonna take the long side of the bobby pin, okay? And that's gonna be going against the head. And we're
long
doing
side against the head.
Yep, and we're doing that because what we're gonna do is weave it into the hair. So if you're using the short side, you can't really get in and weave it. So we're gonna do the long side. So I'm just gonna hook some of the hair, and you don't wanna do too much, you just wanna do a little bit. And then we're gonna go and weave back the opposite way right underneath it. So I'm gonna try now, when I go back in and weave it, I'm gonna try to weave the pieces that were left out, okay?
From the opposite side.
From the opposite side.
Okay.
Yep.
I love this. This is like my total aha moment because sometimes when you're working and trying to pin those, it just doesn't stay very well. So this is such a good tip to always have the long side against the head and then weave it in and out. Yeah, it really grips all the hair, it keeps it in place, and it just works.
It just works, baby.
It just works.
Once that's in, it's gonna feel pretty loose, but that's what you want. You want it just to be touching together.
You got it?
Perfect.
I got 2 bobby pins. Now normally, and you guys can like understand, sometimes when you're pinning that together because you see other stylists do it and you try it, it just doesn't work the same and it's so frustrating. So like, give me a thumbs up if that's ever happened to you. We're like, how do they make that stay with 2 bobby pins? This is a great tip that Renee Marie shared that is going to give you such a level of success rate, like skyrocketing, of keeping that hair together right there. Like, again, it just totally works.
It just
because
works.
That's where I've always had trouble, where I'm like, forget the bobby pins, I'm just going to put an elastic.
Yeah. Which you can do too. It just depends on what you're trying to achieve. So what I'm trying to achieve here is beautiful ridges in her crown area, because this is a very textured style. So to get those ridges, I need there to be minimal tension in the hair. And by doing this weaving technique with bobby pins, that allows there to be minimal tension. So when I go in and piece it out, it's gonna just do it so effortlessly without there being any frizzing. And guys, by the way, if you have the taffy on your hands, don't put your hand on your hip like I just did. I just got taffy all over my sweater.
Remember, you have product on your hands.
Oh, so good. Okay, so
I love my bobby pins. They're like super secure. Perfect. But now I'm ready to like ridge it out.
Yeah, let's ridge it out. Part. All right, so for this part, just put a little taffy on your fingers just so it's there, okay? I really want it rubbed into your fingers. And then we're just gonna kind of hold this in place and then just start pulling some pieces out, and bam, look at those pieces just coming right out.
Oh, I love it.
Because
this is seriously my favorite part of like any styling is like the top crown area, like getting the texture and the ridges.
So fun. And I love to see how I love to see how updos have totally like transformed even in the past 4 years. Like when I first started educating, there's things I teach now that are so different than when I first started. Like I felt like it was more about, you know, like bobby pinning, getting everything really clean. And now it's like, do any style, you come with elastics and, you know, use minimal bobby pins and go to town with this texture. So you just have to learn how to grow and adapt with the current trends. And the current trend now is these beautifully textured styles.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
We got to do what's best for growing. So yeah, so be open to doing new things. I mean, I avoided using elastics for a while because I've done this for 17 years.
Oh gosh,
I started when I was 16 and I'm 33. So I mean, it takes time and growth, and if you don't try these new things, then you're just never going to know, like, oh my God, how much easier it is. So don't get stuck in your old ways, guys. Don't be like, oh, this works. Well, guess what? This can work better.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That's why I have you talented ladies on here, Missy. I'm like, teach me your ways.
So fun. All right, so now that we did that, we want it to be locked in place. So whenever I want to lock something in place, I want to use my Puff Me powder.
Okay.
All right.
And so your doll head, someone's question, Renee Marie's doll head is from Hair Art, right?
Yeah, you guys can just go to my page after, and I have in my highlighted stories, mannequin in my highlighted stories, and it has all the info there.
And mine's Pivot Point. You can go to beyondtheponytail.com under shop, and I have three someone just tried to call me. I have three mannequins that I recommend and that I use along with codes as well. So anyway, okay.
Which we all need one right now. All right, so we're gonna go in with our Puff Me, and we're gonna lock in these bobby pins here.
Oh,
lock them in. That's gonna keep it nice.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, it's gonna keep it nice and gritty. Yep. And now this is gritty, and those bobby pins won't slip.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Another
And then now I like where these are, and I want them to kind of stay, but I don't want them like plastered to the head. That's okay. Like later you can add on more hairspray. So I'm just gonna do a very light hold of the Hold Me. I'm gonna put it on the light on the dial. So just get like a light or medium hold hairspray, and I'm just gonna gently go over just a couple of these little ridges here.
I'm also right now I'm using a light hairspray by Alterna. It's City Slay. It smells so good. I have it in my hair too. I'm like spraying it all over my house because it smells so good too.
It's hard not to be a product junkie when you're a stylist.
I know.
So bad. All right, it's so bad, but it's so good. Okay, so now that I'm good with that, I like it there. We're gonna now start doing our twists on the side here. So we want to make sure we do a kind of like off section. Like, so I did like a little zigzag part at her top there. Because, or else it can look, because we're going to do a twist on this side and a twist on this side. Okay. So to create that softness in between, do that little zigzag part, or else it's just going to look too harsh with that line down the middle.
Yeah. So I like the zigzags.
Yeah. So just kind of
zigzag. Totally works.
Which I kind of already did it before I curled her. So I'm just going to leave it there. And remember, we're just going to leave a little bit of hair out in the front. So just keep that in mind when we start this twist here. I like to leave about like 2 inches out in the front, two inch and a half. Let's turn her here, get her shoulders straight. Okay, so again, what are we doing? What is going to keep it nice and
product on your hands?
Grip and, yep, the grip and slip right here. Texture taffy. So put a little, I'm going to have to put more on my hand now because I totally put it all over my shirt.
It's on your skirt.
It's on my skirt. So we're going to really rub that through this section here that we're going to get into and start twisting. And when you do these twists, the key is to not overthink it. So I'm going to give you basically one direction here. So listen to what I'm saying with this one direction. The rest, just be free with it. Okay. So as you're picking up the sections, that's what I want you to be free with. The thing I want you to be mindful of when you're creating this twist is the direction you have to twist it in. Okay. So there's two ways you can create twists on the side. You can create soft twist, or you can create more defined twist. We're going to do more defined ones because that's the one I did for this style. So I'm just going to take a triangle section at the top here. So here's my point up here, sliced it here, triangle section. All right, so we're just going to slice that in half. And I'm going to take the one that's in the front here and bring it over. And then I'm going to take that now and twist it forward.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to give you that defined twist.
I like that.
Whatever you take from this side in your left hand and cross over, you're going to twist it forward.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to add a little bit of hair into this bottom piece here. Maybe I want to add in a little bit of hair to this top one here. And now I'm going to take this hair over and then twist forward.
Okay. I like that.
And you'll see as it starts to form, it's going to be nice and defined. So now here, maybe grab
Now, would you always, I know you're adding hair to the bottom to attach it to the braid.
I'm adding from the top too. So see my finger here?
So you need to leave hair enough on the other side to add to the top.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Let me bend her down a little bit so you can see. So I need to grab this here so I can add it to this top section.
Yeah.
Okay. And I add that in before I twist it forward.
Yep.
And just do it loose. Make sure you're standing behind. If you start to push forward, it's going to be weird. So
okay. I really like that technique of twisting it, adding hair and then twisting it forward, the one on top.
Yeah, it just makes it more defined. So if you don't do that, then it'll just be softer and less defined, which is totally fine. Okay, so now I went down about, let's see, how many turns here? 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th turn I'm going to do here, okay? So adding a little bit of hair in. I'm going to bring this front one over, twist it forward.
Twist it forward.
Yep, now I'm just going to hold this in my hands.
Okay.
All right, now this is the part where I'm going to start manipulating, because if I wait until later, there's going to be too much tension from the bottom, and then it might cause a little bit of frizz. So I'm going to start manipulating now, starting from the bottom of this twist. And the way I'm going to do it, the way that I did this style was, if you noticed in the photo, it was very like, it wasn't like a big twist. It was very fanned out. Yeah. I wanted that light and airy twist. So to create that light and airy twist, I'm just grabbing the outer edges here with if you have nails, awesome. If not, you're just going to kind of rub your fingertips together and just fan out the outside of that twist. So I'll bring her a little bit closer here.
Okay, that's fun.
So maybe I'll get you guys this angle here. It's hard because I don't want my hand in the way, but I also cannot contort my body all weird. So we're starting from the bottom to release that tension and then going to work our way up. So see already how it's just creating this light and airy little twist on the side here. So now I'm going to get this and just work my way up. So the good
trick too is if you want to fan it like she's doing it, take the edges and rub your fingers together. And what that does is flatten out the hair that can be pulled out slightly.
Exactly. And if you get
that's what we're doing.
And if you get up here and you're like, oh wait, it's not really any more tension. All right, then loosen up down here and then work your way up to the top. So that's why I wanted to start it now before I got all the way to the back with the twist to loosen up that tension. And then you also want to check it from the front to make sure that you like the softness that you're creating. Yeah. So since we're taking just these outer pieces here, I'm not creating a big twist. I want to soften it by just kind of pulling out on these outer pieces here.
Just so it dips down a little bit?
Just so it blends in with what I pulled out at the top. So see how it just created that nice softness in front of her face just by doing this? And then it connected it to where I have it fanned out up here. Or
So
else
definitely start to practice like pinching your fingers together and rubbing them. The hair just expands and then you can pull it out. It's a cool, instead of like pinching and pulling, I want you to pinch and rub.
Yep.
And that's where you get like that airy, it's almost like you're like pushing air into this and it's just expanding.
Yeah. Just manipulate the hair, guys. That's key. Manipulate the hair. Don't be afraid. And you have these products in there that's keeping it nice and smooth. So when you're rubbing the hair, it's not creating frizz because you have the texture in there keeping it. So now we're going to continue this until we're all done. So I'm just going to keep continuing this twist, going back. Might have to smooth out the hair a little bit.
Oh, I love it, Renee.
Yeah, it's so fun. So I'm going to just do it here. All right, that's all I need, because then I'm going to have the other one. And then I'm going to gently hold it. And again, I'm just going to kind of fan out just the outer edges very, very gently.
Yeah, I think that's what attracted me, besides the color, because you did it on a beautiful pink wig.
Oh,
but I think what attracted me was the uniqueness of this ridge of texture that you created with the twist. I thought it just was like unique and cool. And so that's really like made me stop and look a little bit closer on what was going on with this look that you created.
And that's why you're so great, because you see those things.
I see those things.
And that's why you have such a beautiful page.
Okay, this is so beautiful. I'm absolutely like crazy for this right now.
Yay! Yeah, it's just a different way to do a twist, you know?
Yeah.
You just have to kind of play with it. So now I will take an elastic and tie off her ends here.
Okay.
I really want there to be nice tension at the ends, because twists are beautiful, but they can easily come out of the hair. It's not like a braid where you have pieces together intertwined. This is just like, if you let this go, it's going to start unraveling.
Yeah.
So keep that tension twisted with your hands there, and then tie it off. And then I want you to go in and pin it into place.
Okay.
So we're going to go right through that elastic. So that elastic I have there, I'm going to hook it with my bobby pin.
You're going to hook the elastic on the long side?
Yep. So I'm going to take the long side of the bobby pin, hook it into that elastic, and then we're going to go right into where those other bobby pins are in the center. And that
is not going anywhere.
That's not going anywhere.
No, that is like, it could be a hurricane where you are and that's not going anywhere.
True. I've done hair in hurricanes, so I know for real life.
Didn't you like have to postpone your wedding because of a hurricane?
Let's not talk about that. No, that did happen. Of course, to the wedding stylist.
Bad memory.
No, it's okay. It's actually quite hilarious that it would happen to the bridal hairstylist, that her wedding would get postponed because of a hurricane.
I know, but you handle it like a charm, and you're married, and now you have a baby.
Baby on the way. All right, so
okay, other side.
This twist is looking. If I want to do any deep, I love it. Yes, I love how you got it fanned out on the sides there. That's awesome. So now, since I like it, I will spray it into place with my Hold Me. So I like these little pieces I have here. I want them to stay where they are. I'm going to just lightly go over them.
I got my Alterna because it smells so good and works. And remember, we got these soft pieces in the front to blend in. There we go. So then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay.
So I'm going to get on the other side of her now. And
so we're going to take section out the front.
Yep. So now we're going to section out the front here. We're going to do like a 1/2 inch to 2 inches. And then remember, first we're going to put that taffy.
Oh, yes.
The hair. So we're going to get a
little
little
bit. Easily I forget. I always forget this step, and it seriously is the best step.
Makes all the difference. So let's just run it through exactly where we're going to do that twist. And then we're gonna comb it through. So I'm just gonna take this comb. So you really want to make sure that product gets evenly distributed.
Yeah.
So that way when you create that twist, everything's gonna grip and slip because you have that product throughout it.
This one I got in a little like swag bag from the last convention that I went to.
Nice. I'm so mad. I lost my Never Let Me Go comb from Pink Pewter. Oh yeah. Well, I like the what's it called? The tail comb on that because you can get really good precision.
I usually, when I'm working with Bri or doing special occasion, I'm using a metal tail comb.
Yeah, you can get really good precision with those. I like that.
Is Sabrina on here? I love you, girl. Sabrina jumped on here. Hi, love. I was just talking about the Alterna products that I was using. They smell so good. So good.
All right, so we're going to go in and do that triangle section right here and start doing our twist. So like
triangle section.
And we're going to bring that hair over and then twist it forward. Take a little hair from the top.
So the one on the out, twist forward and twist it this way. Add to the bottom.
Yep, add to the bottom.
Add to the top.
Add to the top. Twist it over.
Over.
And then we're going to twist it forward. Add
to the bottom. And add to the top.
Yep.
So then you
and go down only 4 turns.
Twist over, twist forward, add to the bottom, and add to the top.
Right, say it out loud because it helps.
Oh yeah, that's how I teach my braiding. You know that.
Yep.
Twist over, twist forward. There we go.
All right, so now we're 4 turns down. So now it's time to manipulate. So let's hold this nice and loose here. And remember, we're just getting those little outer pieces just to fan them out. We're rubbing them with our fingertips. Let me get you close here. Trying to get my hand not in the camera shot.
I know, I had to turn it the other way.
Hardest thing to do.
I look over and my elbow's like in your face.
It's the hardest thing. It takes lots of practice when you don't have a video person. And then I'm going
perfect.
Check it from the back. It looks good. Now I gotta check it from the front. Now see, if I don't start softening these pieces up here, it's just gonna look really jagged, right?
Yeah.
So I need to make sure I create that nice softness of pulling out on those pieces. See? Now that totally softens that up a little bit.
Yeah.
There. So that's good right there. So now we're going to continue taking this all the way back here. Twist forward, wrap around, twist forward until we get to the ends. Then once we get to the ends, again, we're going to manipulate this out.
Yep. Pinch in.
Yeah, pinch it, rub it between your fingertips. Remember to get more taffy on your fingertips if you have to keep it nice and clean. Make sure it's really rubbed into your fingers though. If it's not, you're going to get a big glop of it on something. All about the details, right? I know you talk about that a lot.
It really is. I mean, that's what takes it from good to great.
Yep, detailing. So there we go. Woo, baby.
Okay, so large side through the elastic.
Yep, large side through the elastic for the bobby pin. Let me stand back over here.
And then push it into where you had it crisscross before.
Yep.
And that is not going anywhere.
go. Got it through the elastic and going through those other bobby pins.
Perfect. I love that.
Texture, baby, texture. And that's it. So now we have the front and sides out, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's just to play with later. I like to leave more out, you know, just so I can create some softness later. So make sure that's out before we start working out on the back here.
So we've got that softness out.
Yeah, now we're gonna work on the base. So for the
Hey,
base,
Shelby. Shelby just jumped on. Thanks for joining, love.
Thanks everybody for joining.
I know.
All right, so we have the front section out. Now let's work on the back here. So again, just keep that taffy on your fingers. Maybe just like run it through the bottom a little bit here before we start to combine this all together. This is the easy peasy part, guys. So I'm gonna actually stand on this side here. And we're gonna split this into two parts for the base. So I'm gonna split it going horizontally like this, okay? And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna tell you first and explain it before we actually do it, is I'm gonna take this hair from the right, okay? I did the horizontal, I still have hair down here. We're gonna twist it over towards the left and then tie it. And then take this and twist it to the right and then tie it.
Okay.
So that's why
you still
I left
have
this
like
hair
the
out.
nape area is still gonna have some hair out.
Exactly. You don't want to take too much from down here because you need enough to wrap back around and then tie off on this side.
Okay.
So you can, if you like, you can go in and tease it first if you need to. That'll just create like a nice base for when you go to add pins later. You could add a little bit of that Puff Me powder in there. So when you bring it together, the pins will just lock in there. So I'm just gently teasing before I bring this together. All right, and let me lift her up a little bit here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yes, this tutorial is going to be saved and on her IGTV after.
Yes. I missed the beginning of this. Will this be saving? I'm turning it into an IGTV and be posting immediately after we're done here. So yeah, you guys can see the beginning if you missed it.
All right. So get the rest of the hair smooth. We have the taffy through the ends here, right? Get the rest of the hair smooth. We have a little bit of volume up in here from when we start to create this. And you're just gonna, don't even think about it too much. We're just gonna kind of grab this hair, twist it, making sure we leave some out at the bottom. You don't want it to be a defined line across. We want it to just kind of be picking up these pieces from the bottom here and leaving some out. So I'm just grabbing it like this, leaving some out at the bottom. And then I'm gonna smooth this out. Do you hear my daughter in the background? I'm in my house, guys.
No, I know. I was like, you might be able to even hear my son.
Oh, that's what happens. Daughter, dog, husband, all here.
Yeah.
So twist this all the way to the other side. See, it's still plenty of hair out at the bottom. All the way to the other side till we get right behind the ear. Okay.
Right behind the ear.
Right behind the ear. So get right behind the ear here. And make sure it's twisted pretty good, okay, when you get right behind the ear here. And we're going to tie it with an elastic.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Going to give you a nice security. And you want to tie it so it's secure, but not overly secure because you want to go back in and hold it and then be able to manipulate these pieces out after. So
were you just playing around when you came up with this, or like how do you create the different looks that you do?
I just play around.
You just play around. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll look up some inspo, like, okay, I want to create a look with twist today, or I want to create something with a braid or something that has, you know, volume or whatever. And then I'll just kind of go with it from there. And how I did this one is originally it was a pictorial. So the way I break down pictorials is different than how I do hair tutorials,
Okay.
like videos. So when I do pictorial, I kind of just go with the flow, and
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, I say, what is my end result look, kind of what I want it to look like, right? But not overly thinking about it. And then I just start with something, and then I build on it, and I take a picture of each step. So
Yeah.
like, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing until I'm.
That's super cool. I
Yeah.
love that. That's cool.
So have fun with it, guys. Who cares? And then if you don't like it after, take it down, do it again.
Okay, so we've got it elastic on the side.
Yep. And now we're just going to kind of hold that elastic and then pinch and pull these pieces out because we want to create a little bit of texture and volume where this twist is here.
Oh, I love that. Yep.
And we could always go back in later and add some more, but that's good for now. I'm going to get on the other side here. Now we're just going to go the opposite way. So you will see this hanging out here, right?
Yes.
But don't worry, because that's what these pieces are for after, to hide that part. So don't worry about seeing this elastic here at the side. It'll be tucked away later on. So now I'm going to take that hair that I bought over to the side, and I'm going to twist it and go back the other way. Again, you want to kind of give it a little bit of volume here at the base and grip. So when you twist it over, it won't like completely collapse on you. And then you can go in and add that puff me powder. Ooh, this is a new puff me. It's like going everywhere.
I'm low. I need some more puff me.
But you know when you first get them and they're like out of control, they're everywhere.
Yes, it's like.
All right, so I have that taffy on my fingers. I'm just gonna gently start twisting this hair over. And then when I get to the other side here, I'm gonna tie it with the elastic.
Now, are you twisting it in the same direction? Or are you going
opposite? So first we did right to left, and now we're taking that extra hair that was out of that ponytail on the right and then twisting it over towards the right side.
So now you're taking the ponytail that's left out and twisting it in the opposite direction and picking up the bottom pieces.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you like, you can leave some like little pieces out on the bottom. For this style, I didn't do it, but if you want to create some softness, you totally can. And remember, tie it enough, but not too much, because you want to have enough tension to hold it, but not too much, because you want to go back in here and then fluff out this bottom part now. So then you'll just have like this hair hanging out here, which we're just going to go in and tuck under.
Yeah.
So whatever's remaining out of here, just take a bobby pin and kind of twist this hair around and grab the ends here. So I'm going to put it in the ends in the bobby pin first.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm going to bring this up and just kind of hook it underneath here. Try to find another bobby pin. And that's why we teased it and put the puff me in there, because now when I put that bobby pin in, that's what it's going onto. It's hooking on to that base you created. And then you can just kind of go in and like, I want to lift this up a little bit. So I'm just going to hook my bobby pin in and lift up this bottom twist. And do the same thing on this side here. Just kind of lift up this bottom twist, hook it under.
Yeah. I'm just going in and like kind of pinning
Yeah.
the
Just kind of play around with it. Just lift it and pin it. And then we'll complete it by adding in the sides. So if I like where it's at, I'm going to hit it a little bit with that light hold hairspray.
Perfect.
Yay! Love it.
Glad you're enjoying Eve. Cool trick, Renee. Looks amazing. So many good tips. I know. And here's the cool thing. Like the way that we did the top and the way that we did the sides, I mean, any of these tips, you can use them on different looks. So you can do the top like this. You could have braids at the bottom and then whip up the braids. I mean, there's so many different things of how to get that hair up at the bottom that you just take bits and pieces and then just incorporate all these different techniques and different looks that you do.
Totally.
I love it.
So I want to kind of like leave a little face framing out on her, right? And then take some back. So I want to use this hair here on this side to kind of cover up where this elastic is here.
Okay. So
I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use my topsy tail tool.
Okay. Here's my tool, my topsy tail tool. I'm sure all of you have these. You can get them on Amazon super inexpensively.
So I want to create a little bit of lift here before I bring this back. So I will tease it slightly underneath and then add a little puff me powder because I don't want that to droop by her face. So you want to create a little bit of volume by the face first. Like I said, I want to leave some of these out. And once I like it, do a little puff me powder.
So pretty.
So fun.
The technique would work great with padding on fine hair too. Yes. Inspo for us. The twist is lit. I can't wait to try this.
Yeah, guys.
I love that they look different to each other. Hair is such an art and we all have our own style. Yes.
Totally. All right. So now I'm going to take this piece back here. Remember I said I'm going to use my topsy tail tool. So I'm going to use that.
It's a topsy tail tool. So you could buy like the real ones. Just type in like topsy tail.
Yeah, on Amazon.
Yep.
You can get them. This one came in the Design Me bridal hair kit. So you get this, you get the puff me powder, you get this, the hairspray I was using, all in that Design Me kit, as well as a tutorial by me. It comes with a whole bridal booklet. So there's WB Up styles on there. There's a couple of my friends on there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that out at the side. Maybe have a little soft piece here out. And then I'm just gonna loop this through to cover that elastic there. Okay. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna feed it through like this. And I want it to come out towards like the center here so I can just pin it up into the center after. So let's take this here and give it a little twist. I have a little bit of that taffy on there to keep this hair together. And then I'm just gonna gently pull it through here. So take this hair, wherever I'm pulling it through, I have to hold on to so it doesn't get all messed up. And then I'm gonna just take a bobby pin and kind of stick it in between the hair and that, and like right above that elastic so that it stays in place. You don't want to see it though, so make sure it doesn't grab too much hair. So you're going like right over that elastic.
Yeah, I love that. The tool is life-changing. Yeah, it is. And then even what I did was I took the rest of it and then looped it through again. So you could have like some pieces hanging out.
Totally.
Down here. And so you can just really kind of loop in excess pieces. So you have these pieces that are hanging down that make it very undone looking.
Yep. So there we go. And then we'll do the same thing to the other side. So again, we want to create that volume near the face first. So I'm going to get on the other side over here.
See how I left that out a little bit over there?
Yep, exactly. Soften it up.
We're going to have this go, and that's going to come out that way.
And you guys, this is like scratching the surface of hair education. There's like so much more to know. And can I tell them about my course? Do you mind?
Absolutely. No, I was totally going to talk about, you have your bridal business confidence, correct?
Yes. Bridal beauty confidence.
Bridal beauty. Yes.
Yes.
Bridal beauty confidence.
Girl, you should know it. You helped me with
I know.
the name.
I helped you name it.
I was like, does this sound good? You're like, yes. And like, because I think I had like 3 different options. So thank you for that. I love you, dear friend.
I know. No, we kind of brainstormed together because I love thinking of names for different things. So we brainstormed together and came up with Bridal Beauty Confidence, which is really, I mean, for me, when you go into a situation and you're in charge of a bridal party or anything, I think the confidence level that you have is so key on how everything turns out, and then also how you feel about yourself. So when your confidence is high and you have all of the knowledge that you provide on your online course, it makes the whole experience just so much better. So tell us about your, I'm going to work while we talk.
Yeah, me too. We're doing the same thing, guys, as the other side. So, so in the course, I kind of just broke down all the foundational aspects of styling bridal hair, from product knowledge, which, hello, you saw today how useful it is just learning little tips with product knowledge, to bobby pinning tips, texture tips. I mean, just everything I've kind of picked up along the way, but broken down into a way where you can understand it all and know why you're doing each thing and know how to apply it. Yeah. So I think that's the thing. It's like, you know, I can do a tutorial and you guys can watch, but if it's not broken down and you're not told why you're doing certain things, then you might skip that step when you're creating, and then it might not look the same way. Do you know what I mean?
I
totally
agree.
You could be watching me and then I could not be talking at all. And then if I didn't say, oh, hey, make sure you pinch this and then pull it out with your fingertips like this, you would have totally missed that. And then you wouldn't have created, you know, the kind of texture that I'm creating here. So it's just broken up with product knowledge, how to use your tools. Sometimes you're using a flat iron the wrong way, or you're like, oh, I didn't even know that I could use this wand for this. And even come down to like different, like you were saying in the beginning, different combs. Like one of my favorite combs is my wooden comb. But if you use, you know, a paddle brush or all these different, a boar bristle brush, they're going to give you different results when you brush out a curl set. So there's all these little things and puzzle. It's really me giving you guys all of the puzzle pieces and then bringing it all together.
Yeah. I totally agree. I mean, you can watch a technique, but when you understand why you're using the technique, that's when it's going to stick with you forever. And also the key is, and I think what a lot of people don't understand and what I'm learning through all of these virtual one-on-ones is the use of products and why you're using the products when you're using it, and using products throughout the creation, not just in the prep work, but using it throughout the creations. And that's where my biggest aha moment has been through all of these, is everyone that I've had on uses their products throughout, because it creates the refinement and definition that you get, and the outcome is what you're looking for. And you might have, you know how to do it, but the outcome comes out different because you're not utilizing those products throughout. So I mean, I've been so guilty of that. So that we all
have been. I mean, like I said, even just like, you know, taking what you have and being like, well, this is good enough and I'm comfortable with it, right? And then to step out that comfort zone, try something new and be like, oh my God, this is so much better. Or I was scared to use this product before because, oh, you used it the wrong way or during the wrong time of a style. If I use that puff me powder at a wrong time of a style, the hair will look frizzy as hell. So by me.
And I think that's what I've been guilty of before. Yeah.
Totally. Because products are here to help you, not hurt you. So I'm just going to take this hair back here, decide what I want to leave out. And again, we're going to go through.
She's looking like super sexy here.
Yes. I love her front. That's beautiful.
It's a lot of techniques that I've learned from Sabrina and Jody and Kat, and just Justine, all of them, the way that they do the front is just so incredibly beautiful.
And what is it about? It's about detailing, right?
It's about detailing, but like pushing the hair up and pinching and rubbing those fingers together to get like that kind of like effortless, gorgeous, sexy look.
Yeah. And then you get that puff me powder in there to give you even more of that volume. It's awesome.
Especially when you're prepping for a picture.
Yeah.
Is really go in there and detail it, manipulate the hair, pinch up in the peak and then in the valley, and it just takes it up a total different level, especially when you're capturing a picture for putting on your feed to represent the work that you do.
Totally.
So take your, doll head or model and then go in and really detail those finishing pieces around the head. And then take your photo. It's just those
extra. That's what your bride's seeing. Like the first thing is the front part. So if she loves that, you can guarantee she's going to love the rest of her style. So now I want to make this bun look like super defined. And it looks more like kind of like chignon, right? Because we tucked it up. Yeah. But for me to pronounce it more, it's the way that I put the accessories around it. So for that pink one that I originally did on the pink wig, I had taken this accessory here and I kind of wrapped it around like this.
Okay.
So that it can go around the bun like that. So it can look more like a pronounced bun. So that's what I'm going to do. So you can do it with a hair vine. You can take, there's a bunch of different hair accessories I have actually, but I wanted to use the same one today just so there's, a little something similar to the picture that we posted of the style I did on the pink wig. And I did use this on her after. So that's what I'm going to do. So then when we're all done here, you can just go over with, your medium hairspray. I like to finish my styles off with Kenra 25, but just very lightly because we already have all these products in the hair. You don't need to douse her in hairspray. And we've layered on this product as we went. So I like to just kind of go in and just see, okay, remember we just lightly sprayed this. So if I want to create more texture here, I can just kind of pull this out a little bit more and then spray it into place. Same thing for these side ones here. If I want to just pinch these out, make them a little bit more airy, I could do that.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to do now. And then once I'm done, we'll put that accessory in because I like my accessories.
I know you're totally known for those fresh flowers and beautiful romantic looks, which I just love.
Love
great inspiration.
It's just something to look a little different, right? You want to think about something that you're going to stand out a little bit. So I love to use, and plus adding an accessory in makes it more bridal, right? Yeah. I mean, I could totally rock this, but maybe a bridesmaid would rock it like this, and then a bride would have a beautiful accessory in it. So I'm just going to take the ends here and just anchor them with these open bobby pins. And then I'm going to stick that in the hair, and then I'll use another bobby pin on top of them after. So like I said, I'm just going to form it to make it look more like a bun. I don't want to cover up the twist. See, you could go in and go like this. Right?
Oh, that's
away from the twist. So I don't want to take away from the twist, so I want to bring it around here. Like I said, I want it to look more like a defined bun.
Yeah.
And then just tuck this
I'm going to put these, my little chopsticks that I absolutely love in.
Awesome. I love those.
I know. They're my favorite.
So mystical.
But it could help like with any, see that? So fun.
So fun. Just takes it to another level. I'm just using open pins just to hold this in place.
You guys like that over there? Yeah. So beautiful, Renee.
Oh, thanks,
I love that this technique that you showed with us. I love the twisting that you showed and the technique of how to do it. I think that is crucial in this look. The chopsticks are super cute, huh? I know. I love my little chopsticks. But I'm really loving the definition of these twists. So I can't wait to, what I normally do is I'll take it down and then I'll recreate it. I might add some colored extensions in there or do something, and then take a picture and post it.
Yeah, there's so much you can do to just change it up, guys, too.
Yeah.
So have fun with this look. And just, yeah, like she said, you just take these tips and then you can apply them to a bunch of different styles. So here, I'll bring it around here so you can see all the angles of her. There we go.
Here's my quick version of this little beauty.
Oh, I love it. I love the front of your front looks bomb.
I know. I mean, I'm like obsessed with this center part and like these little front that's like tendrils. Super. It's almost like she just kind of rolled out of bed and her hair is like super sexy.
I love it.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, Renee, thank you so much. Oh, and now you have your online course, Bridal Beauty Confidence.
Yeah, so that's just all in my link in my bio. So just,
link in your bio.
Yep. And then it says, I think, enroll now in my Bridal Beauty Confidence online course. And then it takes you to a page that gives like the breakdown so you can see everything. But you guys, just DM me if you have any questions about anything, because it's, you know, it's something that you're going to invest in and you want to know what's in it. So if you guys
if you're a bridal hairstylist and you're serious about taking your business, you know, to the next level, and you want to do it the right way, and you want to, you know, really be organized, it's a great course to take. You also have a Facebook group, correct?
Yes, I do. It's the Bridal Beauty Confidence open Facebook group. I have a closed one for members that are in the course, but the open one is where I have my lives every week. I put a bunch of free education. I've been putting your stuff up there too, just to show when we have people on here, because it's just amazing what you do. But yeah, that's just, you know, another place just for some free education. And
well, we just absolutely adore you. I totally value our friendship so much. I love our conversations. We say that we're only going to talk for 5 minutes, but it's literally like an hour.
Never happens.
It's so funny.
Never ever happens.
It's never 5 minutes.
No.
And we would love to have you back on again. Like I said, we're going to be doing these every Monday. Indefinitely, and just have different artists on. We're actually booked with artists through June. So I'm so excited for everyone that's scheduled, everyone that's been on. And what we would love for you to do is now recreate these looks and put your own twist on it, make it unique, and then tag Beyond the Ponytail and Styles by Renee Marie. Remember, there's 2 underscores in there, and tag both of us in your stories so we can share to our stories for the next like 24 or 48 hours, which I always love doing after we're done here. Just sharing everything.
I want to see what you guys create. And remember, I have a pictorial in this look too. So if you're going through the video and you're like, okay, I got it, but I really just need a little refresher at the end, scroll down on my feed. You'll see it. It's with the pink wig, and it's this exact style with this exact hair accessory. So you'll see it, and it gives you the breakdown for that. So
I also have, I think, I don't know. I'll post it in my stories as well. I'll post it in my stories as well, because I know which one you're talking about. I don't know if I posted it with your flyer. I think it was just the shot of the look.
Yeah, it was just a shot. So
I have the pictorial that I'll post as well, so people can do a screenshot.
Yeah.
Or go to your page and do a screenshot. But definitely tag us. It's okay. Anna, we're gonna play it as an IG live on my feed right after we're done here. And tag us in don't forget to tag us in your recreations. I think that's like the fun part, and how we kind of continue this party after I shut off, is just now seeing what everyone does. And then anybody that does it, I'm posting to stories. It's so much fun. And just
same thing, guys, you get double exposure. We will both repost you on our stories. And I think I posted last week, I just said, thank you guys for anyone who tags me in their work to let me know that I'm an inspiration, or same for you. When Beyond the Ponytail inspiration by everything you post, it means a lot, because we really invest a lot into what we do. And it's not just, hey, just hopping on here and do it. It's lots of things behind the scenes that we do to be
Yeah,
able to
just
put this on
prepare.
and
It's
prepare.
all about, I mean, I love our community. I love all you guys. And I think about it all the time. And I try to do everything I can to bring you artists and inspiration and recognition and support and love and all that good stuff. So
Yeah, so
it's
keep telling us
definitely,
what you want, guys, because that's what we want. We want you to tell us what you want.
yes,
We're here to guide you, but I mean, it's really about you guys in the end, you know, and what you want to learn. That's why
exactly.
we're, you know,
We have a
educators.
huge community of extremely talented people, and I'm here to bring each and every one of them to you. So let us
Yes.
know who you want to see. I have a crazy lineup coming. I'm not going to say, but we have, seriously, it's so awesome. I cannot wait to tell you who's coming on next and what look we're doing. You guys are going to go wild for it. It's so much fun.
Oh, so exciting. So much variety, so many different artists.
The next one's
A
super
lot.
cool, girl. You got to get it. You got to jump back
my
on here.
God.
I'll post about it in a couple days, but I'm gonna live in your space right now and promote this look that you taught us, and then we're gonna go on to the next one and have fun with that one. So
Sounds wonderful.
have a beautiful day. Take care of your little belly.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Maybe we'll get one more tutorial in before she pops out in August.
Okay, perfect.
And then I already thought about it. I was like, when she comes out, I'm just going to strap on one of those wrap things and she could be here with me. I'll just use some less products. That's all.
Yes. All right, love. Take care.
All
and
right.
I'll talk to you really soon.
Okay.
I know you and I always connect. So love to you, love to your family, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So I'm going to let you go and I'm going to stay on here for just a minute.
All right. Thanks everybody for
love.
watching. Mwah.
Mwah. Bye. Okay, everybody, that was so much fun. I absolutely love the technique about the twist and the bobby pins and always using the products. I mean, these are key things that she does and a lot of other stylists do that really take their updos to the next level, also build confidence. So when you are coming into a problem and you're seeing frizz, you know exactly what you need to do to help combat that. I know that that's been a big problem for me in the past. So these are all great experiences. I'm so glad you guys jumped on today with Renee Marie and we did this look. And oh, it's okay. We're going to share this in my IGTV right after this. And also, if you have any questions, please just DM me or DM Styles by Renee Marie. We are here to help you and just to learn together. I think it's been great. Again, tag us in your stories with your looks and your creations so we can repost them. And then I will be sharing our next artist in the next couple days and what look we're doing. It's seriously going to be bananas. So excited, you guys. Let me know if you need anything or what you are an artist that you might want to have on here or a look that you're really dying to learn. I will do my best to bring you anybody and everything to you here live on our Beyond the Ponytail virtual one-on-one. So thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone that's on here that stayed on. And I will talk to you guys soon, okay? Hi, Jody. Love you guys. And have a great day. We're having a heat wave, so I'm actually going to go jump on, put my bathing suit on and jump in the pool. So love to you guys, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye.